So, Gabby, it's been 4 years since you launched Yachting Ventures. When did you realise that you wanted to go full-time on the business?
I was part-time on the business for 2.5 years, so that kind of gave me a lot of time to figure it all out. We'd already had that kind of market validation. I knew there was a clear demand for support for startups in the industry. I knew that there was nobody else doing it. And as I came to the end of my legal training contract, I basically had the choice. I either go full-time on Yachting Ventures and try and drive it forward, or I go and get a graduate job at a law firm in London. And to be honest, it wasn't too much of a difficult choice to make.
And who were the kind of early supporters? What kind of people did you have around you from the very start?
So we started as an accelerator program. So the whole concept was a 10-week fixed program. So it was a different model, and we were very much mentor backed. And over the course of those 2.5 years, we ran 3 cohorts with around 75 startups going through the programs in total. So there was a lot going on. There were a lot of people, a lot of relationships to manage, but the feedback was like overwhelmingly positive, and everyone got so much out of it.
And then, so when you did qualify as a lawyer, you moved back to Mallorca, where you grew up. And then how did the business evolve from that point?
Yeah, so that was a big step. Leaving London, I'd been there for 6 years, but it just kind of made sense. And obviously Mallorca being such a yachting destination, it's great. There's so many stakeholders and key players here. And for me personally, it was a transition. I worked from home for the first year. That was also came with its challenges. But now we're in kind of year 2 of me being full-time, or us being now full-time in the business. And we're starting to grow a team here on the island, and I think I'm really starting to appreciate the importance of having a team, especially when the business is young, and being able to brainstorm and strategize and just have that face time is pretty crucial.
And so what are the kind of main sort of highlights or pitfalls that you've had over the last 4 years?
So I guess for any entrepreneur, it's like a really fine balance when it comes to like overheads, and making sure that overheads aren't too much, but also investing in growing the team and making sure that you've got the right people around you to like deliver on what you've promised your clients. So that's been like a fine balance, like working out how we structure it, whether we work with freelancers or whether we bring people in-house. So yeah, I mean, I think that's probably been the biggest challenge.
And so for the next 4 years, how do you see the business growing and evolving, and what are your kind of main goals and targets?
Well, as you know, we're launching a new website in the coming months, so we're starting to realise that a main benefit to the startups in our community is helping them to build credibility, helping to promote them, helping to get their word out. So we're taking a more like media-driven approach. We are also launching a new community platform, so keeping the startups engaged, making sure we're continuing to add value, so just kind of like consolidating that aspect of it a little bit. And then finally, the wheels are still in motion to raise our own fund, so invest into the most promising startups essentially, who are able to really get to know the founders through our community. So yeah, that'll be really exciting, and it's a great way to leverage the deal flow that we have coming in.
Very exciting, lots going on, can't wait.